Bro, this is it. The finale. Let's get it. Let's go. Self improvement, self improving, self induced, self induction, self indulgence, self indulgently, self inflicted, self interested, selfishly, selfishness, self knowledge, selflessness, self floating, self love, self loving, self made, self opinionated, self pity, self pollinated, self possession, self possessed, self preservation, self pronouncing, self propelled, self propelling, self protecting, self protection, self recording, self regard, self reliance, self reliantly, self reproach, self reproachful, self respecting, self respectful, self restraint, self restrained, self righteousness, self rising, self sacrificing, self sameness, self satisfied, self satisfaction. Let me put this like self sealing, self seeker, self seeking, self service, self sound, self starter, self styled, self sufficient, self sufficing, self sufficiency, self sufficiently, self support, self supporter, no, self supported, self supporting, self staining, self taught, self willed, self winding, self one's, self, sell oneself, sell out, selling, seller, sell out, seltzer water, selvage, selves, semantically, semantic, semanticist, semaphore, semaphoric, semarang, semarang, semasiology, semasiological, semblance, semen, semester, semestral, semi-annual, semi-annually, semi-breve, semicircle, semicircularly, semicircular, semi-civilized, semi-civilization, semicolon, semiconductor, semi-consciously, semi-consciousness, semi-detached, semi-finalist, semi-fluidity, semi-monthly, semi-seminally, seminary, semination, seminiferous, seminole, semi-officially, semi permeable, semi precious, semi private, semi pro, semi quaver, semi rigid. No, yes, semi rigid, semi skilled, semi solid, semite, semitic, semitism, semitonic, semitropical, semi vowel, semi weekly, semi yearly, semi semolina, semper fed, list, semper fidelis, semper paratus, sempiternal, sempiternity, sin, senator, senatorially, senatorship, send for, send forth, send off, send packing, send up, sender, send off, Senegalese, senatorial, senatorship, senility, senior high school, seniority, senior, senora, senorita, sensational, sensationalized, sensationally, sensationalism, sensationalistic, in a sense, makes sense, senselessly, senselessness, sense organ, sensibility, sensibleness, sensibly, sensitivity, sensitiveness, sensitive plant, synthesize, synthesization, synthesizer, sensorium, sensorial, sensual, sensually, sensualism, sensualistic, sensuality, sensualized, sensualization, sensuously, sensuousness, sentence, sensual, centered, sentencer, sententiously, sententiousness, sentience, sentency, sentiently, sentimentality, sentimentalism, sentimentalist, sentimentalize, sentinel, sentry, So, sepalus, separable, separability, separableness, separably, separate, separately, separateness, separative, separatory, separator, separation, separatist, separationist, sepia, sepoi, seppuku, sepsis, septus, septum, September, septenary, septennial, septennially, septic, septicity, septicemia, septicemic, septic tank, septillion, septuagenarian, septuagenary, septuagint, septum, septal, septuple, sepulture, sepulchral, sepulturally, sepulture, sequentially, sequestered, sequestrator, sequestration, sequoia, seraglio, serum, seraphic, Serbia, Serbian, Serbo, quotient, seer, serenade, serenely, sereneness, serenity, serfdom, surfeit, serfhood, sergeant, um, sergeant, sergeancy, sergeantship, sergeant at arms, sergeant first class, sergeant major, sergeant at arms, sergeant first class, sergeant major, serially, serialized, serialization, serial number, seriatim, series in series circuit, sericomically, seriously, seriousness, serious-mindedness, surgency, surgeonship, sermonizer, sermon on the mount, serology, serological, serosity, serpentine, serrature, serried, serum, servantless, servant-like, serve one right, server, service at one service, of service, serviceable, serviceability, serviceableness, serviceably, serviceman, service station, serviette, servile, servilely, servility, servileness, servitor, servitorial, servitude, servo mechanism, sesame, open sesame, sesquicentennial, my fault. Cecil, session, in session, sessional, sestet, set about, set against, set aside, set apart, set back, set down, set forth, set in, set off, set on or upon, set out, set to, set up, set it, cetaceous, setose, set back, set off, set screw, seti, setter, setting, settle down, settle upon or on, settlement, house, settler, settling, settle, setup, Sebastopol, sevenfold, seven hills of Rome, seven seas, 17th, seventhly, seventh heaven, 70th, 70, the 70, severable, severally, severance, pay, severe, severely, severeness, severity, severne, seville, sevilla, sevrez, sue up, suable, sewer, sewage, William Henry Seward, sewerage, suing circle, sewing machine, sewing machine, soon, sex, the fair or gentle, weaker sex, sexy, sexagenary, sex appeal, sex chromosome, sexlessly, sexlessness, sex link, sexology, sexologist, sextant, sextet, sextillion, sextissimo, sextant, sextuple, sextuplet, sexuality, sexually, sexy, sexually, sexiness, Esforzando, SFSFZ, Esforzado, SG, SGD, SGT, shabby, shabbily, shabbiness, shabby, genteel, shab both, shackle, shackler, shad, shadberry, shadbush, shade, in or into the shade, shadeless, shader, shading, shadow, in the shadow of, under the shadow of, shadower, shadowless, shadow, boxing, shadow box, shadowy, shadowness, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, shady, on the shady side of, shadily, shadiness, shaft, shag, shagbark, shellbark, shaggy, shaggily, shagginess, shaggy dog, chagrin, shack, shacks, shake, no great shakes, shake down, shake off, shake out, shake up, the shakes, shake down, shake and shaker, shakerism, William Shakespeare, Shakespeare. Shakespearean sonnet. Shake up, shako, shaky, shakily, shakiness, shell, shelly, shell up, shallot, shallowly, shallowness, shawl, shammer, shamanism, shambles, shame, for shame, put to shame, shamefacedness, shamefully, shamefulness, shamelessly, shamelessness, shampoo, shamrock, Shanghai, Shangri La, shank, rider, go on, shanks more, shank of the evening, shanked, Shannon, shanty, shantung, shanty, shape up, take shape, shaper, shapeless, shapelessly, shapelessness, shapely, shapeliness, shard, share, go share, core, share chopper, share cropping, sharecropper, I mean. Shareholder, shark. Shark skin, sharp, sharply, sharpness, sharpener, sharper, sharpie, sharpshooter, sharpshooting, sharp tongue, sharp-wittedly, sharp-wittedness, Mount Shasta, Shasta daisy, shatter, shave, shaven, shaver, shavetail, shavian, shaving, George Bernard show, shaw, Shawnee, shave, sheaf, shear, shearing, stress, shears, shear water, sheath, sheathless, sheather, shielding, sheaves, Sheba, Queen of Sheba, shebang, shebat, sheed, blood, sheed, shedder, sheeny, sheep, make sheep's eyes at, sheepcoat, sheepcot, sheepdib, sheepdog, Old English sheepdog, sheepfold, sheepherder, sheepishly, sheepishness, sheepman, sheepshank, sheepskin, sheepwalk, sheeprun, sheerness, sheet, anchor, sheeting, sheet metal or iron, copper, sheet music, shefield, chic, sheikdom, shekel, shell, drake, shelf, on the shelf, she'll come out of her, retire into one shell, come out of or retire into one shell, shell out, sheller, shellless, shelled, shelly, shell, shellac, shellackery, shellacky. Shellback, shellbark, shelled, bishy, shelly, Percy. Shellfire, shellfish, shellgain, shellproof, shellshock, shellshot. Shelter, shelterless. Shelves, shelving, shemite, shemitic, shenandoah, shenanigan, shoal, shepherd, the good shepherd, this shepherd dog, shepherd's purse, shuration, sherbet, Philip Henry Sheridan, Richard Brinsley Sheridan, Sheriff William Tecumseh Sherman, Tecumseh, William Tecumseh Sherman, or something like that. Sheriffdom, Sherry. Sherwood, Forest, Shetland Islands, Shetland Pony. Shevoth, showbread, shibboleth, shied, shy, shield, shielder, shift, makeshift, shiftable, shifter, shiftless, shiftlessly, shiftlessness, shifty, shiftily, shiftiness, shikaku, shillelagh, shilling, shilly, shally, shilly, shallier, shallier, shiloh, shyly, shimmer, shimmery, shimmy, shinbone, shindig, shine, rain or shine, shine up to, take a shine to, shiner, shingle, shingly, shingler, shingles, shining, shiningly, shiny, shin plaster, Shinto, Shintoism, Shintoist, shiny, shininess, ship, when one ship comes, shippable, ship biscuit, shipboard, shipbuilder, shipbuilding, ship canal, shipload, shipmaster, shipmate, shipment, ship of the desert, ship of the line, ship owner, shipper, shipping, ship shape, ship warm, shipwreck, shipwreck, shipwright, shipyard, shippier, shire, shark, sharker, shirt, keep one shirt on, lose one shirt, shirting, shirt, sleeve, shirt, waist, shivery, shiver, shivery, shiver, shivery, show, showy, shocker, shock, absorber, shocking, shockingly, shockingness, shock therapy, shock treatment, shock troops, shot, shoe, shoddy, shoddily, shoddiness, fill one shoe, in another shoes, shoe black, shoe horn, shoelace, shoemaker, shoemaking, shoer, shoe shine, shoestring, on a shoestring, shoe tree, shogun, shogun it, shown, shine, show, shook, shake, shoon, shoot, shoot at, shoot off ones or at the mouth, shoot through with, shooter, shooting star, shop, set up shop, talk shop, shopping, shop girl, shopkeeper, shoplifter, shoplifting, shopman, shopper, shop steward, shop stalk, shop talk, shop walker, shop window, shop worn, shoring, shore, inshore, offshore, shore, shear, shore diner, shore dinner, shoreless, shoreline, shore patrol, shore word, shore words, shoring, shorn, short, follower, come short, in short, make short, work of, run short, short for, short of, shortest, shortness, shortage, short bread, short cake, short change, short changer, short circuit, shortcoming, shortcut, shorten, shortener, shortening, short-handed, short-handedness, short-headedness, short horn, short-lived, shortly, short order, in short order, short shrift, make short shrift, give short shrift, short-sighted, short-sightedly, short-sightedness, short-stop, short story, short subject, short-tempered, short-term, shorten, short wave, short-windedness, short T, shortstop, show, shown, shony, show, showing, Shoshonian, Dmitry Shostakovich, Dmitry Shostakovich, shot, a long shot, have or take a shot at, like a shot, not by a long shot, shoot, shotgun, shot, put, should, shall, shoulder, cry on someone's shoulder, put one shoulder to the wheel, shoulder to shoulder, straight from the shoulder, turn or give a cold shoulder to, shoulder blade, shoulder knot, shoulder strap, shouldest, shout or shout someone down, shouter, shove off, shover, shovel board, shoveler, shovel bill, shovel full, show for show off, show up, shower, showboat, showbread, show business, showcase, showdown, shower, showery, shower bath, showing, showman, showmanship, shown, show off, showpiece, showplace, showroom, show window, showy, showily, showiness, shrink, shrapnel, shredder, shreveport, shrew, mouse, shrewishly, shrewdness, shrieker, shrike, shrillness, shrilly, shrimp, shrine, shrink, shrinkable, shrinker, shrinkingly, shrinkage, shrivel, shrops, shire, shroud, shrove, shrive, shrovetide, shrubbery, shrubby, shrubbiness, shrug, shrunk, shrink, shrunken, shucks, shudderingly, shuffle off, shuffler, shuffleboard, shunner, shunter, shush, shut down, shut off, shut in, shut out, shut up, shut down, shut eye, shut in, shut off, shut out, shutter, shuttle bus, shuttle train, shuttler, shuttlecock, pause, shy, shire, fight, shy of, shyly, shire, shyness, shylock, shyster, Siams, Gulf of Siam, Siamese twins, Sib, John Sibilis, Siberia, Siberian, Sibilant, Sibilancy, Sibilantly, Sibling, Sibyl, Sibylline, Sibylic, sick, sickly, sick boy, sick bay, I meant, sick bed, sickener, sickeningly, sick headache, sickishly, sickle, sickly, sickliness, sickness, sick room, side on the side by side with, take sidearm, sideboard, sideburn, sidecar, sided, sidekick, sidelight, sideline, sidelong, side piece, side real, side right, side saddle, side so, side slip, side slipping, or splitting, side splitting, side step, side swipe, side track, sidewalk, side words, sideway, side wheel, side wheeler, side whiskers. Sidewise, siding, sidle, Sir Philip Sidney, siege, lay siege to, Siegfried, Henrik Sienkiewicz, Sinia, Syria, Leon, Syria, Nevada, Siesta, Seer, Siev, Sifter, Sire, Signly, Sight, a sight for sore eyes, at or on, sight by sight, catch sight of, lose, sight of, not by, alongside, out of sight, out of mind, sight draft, sightless, sightlessly, sightlessness. Sightly, sightliness, sightseeing, sightseer, sigma, sigmoidal, sign away or over, sign off, sign on, sign up, signal, signaler, signal corp, signalize, signally, signalman, signatory, signature, signboard, signet, ring, significant, significancy, significant, significative, significantly, signification, signify, signifier, sign language, sign of the zodiac, senor, senora, signorina, signpost, sigurd, sickism, silage, silencer, silently, silentness, silent butler, silent partner, Silician, silex, silhouette, silica, silicate, silicic acid, silicone, silicosis, silk, hit the silk cotton, silken, silk hat, silk screen, process, silk stocking, silkworm, silky, silkily, silkiness, silliness, silo, silty, silurian, sylvan, silver-like, silver certificate, silverfish, silver fox, silver gray, silver hair, silver lining, silver nitrate, silver smith, silver standard, silver tongue, silverware, silver wedding, silveryness, silvis plate. Y'all go check out Silver song art. Simchath Torah, Simhath Torah, Simeon, similarly, similarity, similitude, simmer down, simoleon, Simon Peter, Simonize, Simon Legree, Simon Magus, Simon Pure, Simony, Simonus, Simoon, Semper, simperingly, simpleness, simple fraction, simple-heartedly, simple-heartedness, simple sentence, simpleton, simplicity, simplify, simplification, simplifier, simplistic, simply, simulacrum, simulate, simulatively, simulator, simulcast, simulcast, simultaneousness, simultaneously, sin, mount, sinah, sense, sincere, sincerely, sincereness, sincerity, Upton Sinclair, sign, sincure, sincurism, sincurus, sign, die, sine qua non, sinew, sinewless, sinewy, sinewiness, sinfully, sinfulness, sing, sing out, singable, sing, Singapore, singe, singer, sing, Halise, sing, single, singleness, single-breasted, single file, single foot, single-hearted, single-handedly, single-heartedly, single-heartedness, single standard, single stick, single tax, singleton, single track, single tree, singly, sing, sing songs, singularity, singularness, singularly, singularize, sinhalacy, sinister, sinisterly, sinisterness, sinistral, sinistrality, sinistrally, sinistrors, sink in, sinkable, sinker, sinking, fun, sinlessly, sinlessness, sinner, sinfine, sino, Tibetan, sinuate, sinuation, sinuous, sinuosity, sinuousness, sinuously, sinusitis, shun, Sioux, Sioux City, Sioux Falls. I might be saying that wrong. Sipper. Um, siphonic, siphon battle. Sire, Sir, Siren, Sirius, Sirloin, Sirocco, Syrup, Syrupy, Sissel, hemp, Sissify, Sissy-ish, sisterhood, sister-in-law, sisterly, sisterliness, Sisyphus, sit down, sit in, sit on or upon, sit out, sit up, sitter, sitar, sit down, strike, sit down, sight, sit in, sitting bowl, sitting room, situate, situated, situation, sit up, Siva, Sivan, 6, at 6 and 7, 6 fold, 6 pence, 6 shooter, 16, 16th note, 6thly, 6th sense, 60th, 60, the 60s, 64th note, sizableness. Sizableness. Hold on. Sizably, size. Other size. Size up, sizey, sized, sizing, sizzle. SJ, skate, scalded. Skate, ice skate, skate on thin ice. Skater, skate, skedaddle, skeet. Pause, skeen, skeleton in the closet. Pause, skeletal, skeleton eyes, skeleton keys, skeptic, skeptical, skeptically, skepticalness, skepticism, sketch, sketchable, sketchbook, sketchily, sketchy, sketchiness, skewness, skewer, skyer, skid on the kids, skiddingly, skid row, skilled, skillet, skillfully, skillfulness, skimmer, skim milk, skimper, skimpingly, skimpily, skimpiness, skin, by the skin of one's teeth, get under one's skin, have a thick or thin skin, have one skin, skinless, skin deep, skin diving, skin diver, skin flint, skin grafting, skink, skin, skinner, skinniness, skinny dip, skin tight, skip, sky pants, skipjack, skipper, skirl, skirmish, skirmisher, skirt, skirted, skirted, skitter, skittish, skittishly, skittishness, skittle. Not all beer and skittles. Skivvy, skull, skir, skua, skua go, skullduggery, skulk, skulker, skulkingly, skull, skull and crossbones, skull cap, skunk, skunk, cabbage, skunk weed, sky out of a clear sky to the skies, sky blue, sky high, skylark, skylight, skyline, skyline, skyrocket, skysail, skyscraper, skywords, skywords, skyways, skywriting. Skywriter, slab, slack, slack off, slack up, slacken, stickness, slickness, slack, slacken, slackner, slacker, slacks. Slag, slaggy, slain, slake, lime, slalom, slam, slittle, little slam, grand slam, slander, slander, slanderously, slanderousness, slangy, slang, slangly, slanginess, slank, slink, slant, slanting, slantingly, slantwise, slantway, slapper, slap dash, slap happy, slapjack, slapstick, slash, slasher, slashingly, slashingly, slate, slater, a clean slate, slater, slaty, slattern, slatternliness, slatternly, slaughter, slaughter, slaughterous, slaughterhouse, slave, slave, slave ant, slave like, slave driver, slave holding, slave holder, slavery, slaver, slavery, slave trade, slavey, Slavic, West Slavic, South Slavic, East Slavic, Slavish, slavishy or slavish, slavishly, slavishness, Slavonia, Slavonian, Slavonic, slaw, slay, sleeve, sleazy, sleazily, sleaziness, sled, sledder, sledding. Sledgehammer, sleek, sleeky, sleekly, sleekness, sleep away, last sleep, sleep up, sleep off, I mean. Sleeping, sleeper, sleeping bad, sleeping car, sleeping sickness, sleepless, sleeplessly, sleeplessness, sleepwalking, sleepwalker, sleepy, sleepily, sleepiness, sleep, sleety, sleetiness, sleeves, laugh up or in one sleeve, up one sleeve, sleeved, sleeveless, slang, slate of hand, slender, slenderly, slenderness, slenderize, slept, sleep, sleuth, hound, slew is loo? Slice. Oh, slew. Slice, slicer, slicker, pulp, slickly, slickness, slicker, slide, let slide, slidable, slider, slide fastener, slide, rule, sliding scale, slight, slidingly, slightless, slightness, slightly, slide, slily, slim, slimly, slimness, slime, slimy, slimily, sliminess, sling, slinger, sling, slingshot, slinkingly, slinky, slip, give one the sip, let slip, slip one over one, slip up, slip cover, slip knot, slip on, slip over, slippered, slippery, slipperiness, slippery elm, slippy, slipshod, slipstream, slip up, slitter, slithery, sliver, slivery, slobbery, slobber, slow-eyed, slow gin, slogger, slogan, sloyd, sloop, slop, over, slope, sloper, slopingly, sloppy, sloppily, slopiness, slops, slosh, slothful, slothfully, slothfulness, slot machine, slouchily, slouchy, slouchiness, slowy, slowly, slew, Slovakia, Slovakian, Sloven, Slovene, Slovenia, Slovenian, slovenliness, slowly, slowness, slow motion, slow poke, sludge, sludgy, slew, slugger, sluggard, sluggerly, sluggishly, sluggishness, slew, slumber, slumbering, slumberer, slumberous, slump, sling, slung, slunk, slink, slurringly, slushiness, slushly, slush fun, sluttish, sluttishly, sluttishness, sly on the sly, slyly, slyly, slyness, smack, smacking, small, SM feel small, smallish, smallness, small arms, small clothes, small fry, small hours, small minded, small mindedness, small potatoes, smallpox, small talk, small time, smart, smartly, smartness, smart Alex, smarten, smart set, smart weed, smashing, go or come to smash, smasher, smash up, smatter, smattering, smear, smear case, smeary, smearness, smelt, smell out, smell up, smellable, smeller, smelling salt, smelly, smelliness, smelter, smelter, smidgen, smilax, smile away, smile on or upon, smiler, smiling, smilingly, smirch, smircher, smirker, smirkingly, smite, smiter, Smith, Adam Smith, Captain John Smith, Joseph Smith, Smithereen, Smithers, Smithy, smitten, smite, smocking, smog, smoke out, smokehouse, smokeless, smokelessly, smokelessness, smoker, smoking car, smoke screen, smokestack, smoking jacket, smoky, smokily, smokiness, Smoky Mountain, smolder, smolder, smolderingly, Tobias, George, Smollett, smoke, smooch, smooth away, smooth down, smooth over, smoother, smoothly, smoothness, smooth bore, smooth and smooth muscle, smooth shaven, smooth spoken, smooth tongue, smorgasbord, smart, smite, smother, smothery, smothery, smolder, smudge, smudgy, smudgily, smudginess, smudge, smugly, smuggle, smuggler, smugness, smut, smutch, smutchy, John Christian smuts, smutty, smuttily, smuttiness, Smyrna, Smyrnian, snack, SN, snafu, snaggy, snaggletooth, snail, snake, snake like, snake dance, snake in the grass, snake root, shaky, snap, not a snap a person's head off, snap one's finger at, snap out of it, snapdragon, snapper, snapping turtle, snappishly, snappishness, snappy, make it snappy, snappily, snappiness, snapshot, snap, snare drum, snarler, snarlingly, snarly, snatch, snatch at, snatcher, snatchy, sneak, out of, sneaky, sneakily, sneakiness, sneaker, sneaking, suspicion, sneakingly, sneeringly, sneezed at, sneezer, snell, snicker, snickeringly, snide, snidely, sniffer, sniffy, sniffle, the sniffles, sniffler, snigger, wow, snipper, sniper, snippet, snippety, snipply, snippiness, snitchers, snivel, sniveler, snobbery, snobbishly, snobbishness, snooper, snoopy, snooty, snootily, snootiness, snooze, snorkel, short, snort, snorter, snotty, snottily, snottiness, snout beetle, snowballs, snowbank, snowberry, snowbird, snowblind, snowblindness, snowbound, snow bunny, excuse me, snowcapped, called, snowdrift, snowdrop, snowfall, snowflake, snowline or limit, snow mobile, snowplow, snowshoes, snowstorm, snow white, snowy, snowily, snowiness, snubby, snubber, snubbingly, snub nose, snuff out, snuffers, snuffs, up to snuff, snuffy, snuff box, snuffers, pair of snuffers, snuffles, the snuffles. I had the snuffles cover the lives go, huh? The snuffles, snuffler, snug, snuggly, snugness, snuggle, so and so on or forth, so what, soak, soaker, soakingly, so and so, soap, no soap, soapberry tree, soapbox, soap opera, soapstone, soapsud, soapy, soapily, soapiness, soaringly, sobbingly, soberly, soberness, sober mindedness, sobriety, sobriquet, sobriquet, sob story, so-called soccer, sociable, sociability, sociableness, sociably, socially, socialness, social disease, socialism, socialistic, Socialistically, socialist party, socialite, sociality, socialized, socialization, socialized medicine, social register, social science, social security, social service, social work, social workers, society, societal, society islands, society of friends, society of Jesus. I like that. Sociology, sociological, sociologically, sociologists, sockets, sockeyes, Socrates, Socratic, Socratically, Socratic method, sod, soda ash, soda crackers, soda fountain, soda jerk, sodality, soda pop, soda water, sodan, Sela, sodinus, sodium bicarbonate, sodium carbonate, sodium chloride, sodium cyanide, sodium fluoride, sodium hydroxide, sodium hyposulfate, sodium nitrate, sodium pentothal sodium, sodium thiosulfate, sodium and Sodom and Gomorrah, sodomite, I don't like that, sodomy, don't like that, sofa, sophius, SOL, softish, softly, softness, softball, soft bail, soft cold, soft drink, softener, soft heartedly, soft heartedness, soft palate, or palate, soft pedal, soft shell crab, soft shell, soft shoe, soft shoulder, soft soap, soft soaper, soft spoken, soft spokenly, soft spokenness, soft wood, softy, soggy, soggily, sogginess, soil, suri, sojourner, soul, solace, solace, solacement, solacer, solar, solarium, solar plexus, solar system, sold cell, soldering iron, soldier, soldierly, soldierliness, soldiership, soldier of fortune, soldiery, soul. Um, Solness, solicism, solicist, solicistically, solely, solemnly, solemness, solemnify, solemnity, solemnize, solemnization, solenoid, solenoidal, sulfa, sulfaeus, sulfagio, solicitation, solicitor, solicitor general, solicitously, solicitude, solidly, solidness, solidarity, solid geometry, solidify, solidification, solidity, solidification, solidity, solid state, solidus, soliloquize, soliloquist, soliloquy, solitaire, solitary, solitaire, solitarily, solitariness, solitary confinement, solitude, solerate, solemnization, soloist, Solomon Islands, Solomon Seal, Solon, Solstice, Winter Solstice, Solstitial, Soluble, Solubility, Solubly, Solute, Solution, Solvability. Solvableness, solvable, solvent, solvency, solvman, Saluman, Somali, Somalia, Somaliland, French Somaliland, somatic cells, somatically, sombrelly, somberness, sombrero, somebody, someday, somehow or other, someone, somersault, Somerset, Somerville, something, sometime, some way, somewhat, somewheres, somewise, somnambulation, somnambulator, somnambulism, somnambulistic, somalia, somniferously, somnolently, the sun, sonship, sonnet, sonar, sonnets, sonata, song for a song, songful, songfully, songbird, song of Solomon, Canticles, Song of Songs, Songster, Songstress, Song Thrust, Sonic Boom, Son-in-Law, Sonnets, Shakespearean, Sonnet, Sonneteer, Sonny, Son of a Gun, Son of Gods or Man, Sonority, Sonorously, Suchow, Soon, Had Sooner, Sooner or Later, Sooth, in Sooth, Soothly, Soother, Soothingly, Soothsayer, Soothsaying, Sootiness, SOP, Sophism, Sophistically, Sophisticalness, Sophisticated, Sophistication, Sophistry, Sophices, Sophomorically, Soporific, Soporiferous, Soppy, Soprano, Sorrel, Sorbonne, Sorcerers, Sorcery, something like that. Sordidly, Sordidness, Soreness, Sorehead, Surely, Sorghum, Sorority, Sorrower, Sorrowingly, Sorrowfulness, Sorrily, Sorriness, Sorts, Out of Sorts, Sortable, Sortal, Sottishness, Sobriquet, Soulfully, Sought, Seek, Soul, Upon My Soul, Soulfully, Soulfulness, Soullessly, Um, Soullessness, Sound Off, Sounder, Soundly, Soundness, Soundable, Sounder, Sound Effects, Sounding Board, Soundlessly, Soundproof, Soundtrack, Soup Up, Soupy, Soupkin, Sourish, Sourly, Sourness, Source Dough, Source Grape, Source Gum, Sour Pus, John Philip Sosa, Sultane, South Africa, South African Dutch, South America, South American, Southampton, South Bend, South Carolina, SC, South Carolinian, South China Sea, South Dakota, SDAC, SD, South Dakota, Southeasterly, Southeastwards, Southerly. Southerliness, Southernmost, Southern Cross, Southerner, Southern Hemisphere, Southern Lights, Southern Southern Veman, Robert Southey, Southgate, South Island, Southland, Southlander, South Paul, South Pole, South Sea Islands, South Sea Islander, South Sea, Southeast, Southwest, Southwardly, Southwest, the Southwest Africa, Southwesterly. Whew. Southwestwards, Southwesterly, Souvenir, Sovereignly, Sovereignty, Sovietism, Sovietization, Soviet Russia, Soviet Union, Belly, Sower, Soya, Soybean, SP, Space, Outer Space, Spacer, Spacecraft, Space Fiction, Spaceman, Spaceship, Space Station or Platform, Space-time, continuum, spatial, spacing, spacious, spaciously, spaciousness, spade, call a spade, spadeful, spader, spade works, spadix, spaghetti, Spain, spake, speak, span, spin, spandrel, spang, spangle, spangly, Spaniard, Spaniel, Spanish, American, Spanish America Wars, Spanish Armada, Spanish linguists, Inquisition, Spanish Inquisition, Spanish Inquisition, Spanish Main, Spanish Moss, Florida Moss. Spank, Spanker, Spanking, Spanner, Spar. Spars, spar, sparry, spare, sparely, spareness, spare, spare rib, sparing, sparingly, sparingness, spark, sparker, sparkish, sparkle, sparkler, sparkling water, spark plugs, sparring partners, sparrow, house sparrow, sparrow hawk, sparsely, sparsity, sparseness, Sparta, Spartan, Spartanism, spasmic, spasmodic, spasmodically, spasmodical, spastic, spastically, spade, spatial, spatially, spatial, spatteringly, spatterdash, spatula, spatula, spaven, spavent, spawner, spay, SPCA, speak, so to speak, speak for, speak of, speak out or up, to speak of, speakable, speak easy, speaker. Speaker of the House, speakership, speak king, spear, speaker of the House. Spearhead, spearman, spearmint, special, specially, specialness, special delivery, specialist, specialism, specialistic, specialty, specialize, specializations, specialty, species and species, the species, specifically, specificity, specificness, specifications, specific gravity, specify, specifiable, specifier, specimen, speciously, speciousness, speckle, specs, spectacle, a pair of spectacles, spectacled, spectacular, spectacularity, spectacularly, spectator, specter, spectra, spectral, spectrality, spectralness, spectrally, spectroscopes, spectroscopic, spectroscopical, spectroscopically, spectroscopy, spectroscopist, spectroscopist, spectrum, speculate, radio spectrum, speculate, speculator, speculation, speculative, speculatory, speculatively, speculativeness, speculum, specular, speed, speechify, speechifiers, speechless, speechlessly, speechlessness, speed up, speedboat, speeders, speedometers, speedsters, speed up, speedway, speedwell, speedy, speedily, speediness, speleology, speleologist, spell, cast a spell on, under a spell, spell out, spellbind, excuse me, spellbinder, spellbinder, spellbound, spell down, speller, spelling bee, spelt, spelunker, Spencer, spin, spendable, spender, spendthrift, Edmund, Spencer, spin, spermaceti, spermatic, spermato, spermatophyte, sperm, spermatophytic, spermatozoan, spermatozoid, sperm oil, spermis, spermal, sperm whale, spewer, SPGR, shagnum, sphagnus, sphalerate, sphenoidal, sphere, sphereless, spherical, spherically, sphericity, sphericality, sphericalness, spheroid, spheroidal, spheroidicity, spheroidity, sphincter, sphincteral, sphinx-like, sphygmomanometer, spicated, spice-like, spice bush, spice wood, spice island, spick and span, spicule, spiculum, spiculate, spicular, spicy, spicily, spiciness, spider, spidery, spider monkey, spiderwort, spillers, spire, spiffy, spigot, spicker, spicky, spike, spikelet, spiniard, spile, spiller, spillway, spin, spinach, spinal, spinally, spinal anesthesia, spinal column, spinal cord, spindle, spindle-like, spindle legs, spindless shanks, spindless legged, spindle shanked, spindling, spindly, spindle, spindliness, spindrift, spine, spinal, spinal ruby, spindle, spinelessly, spinelessness, spinnet, spinnaker, spinner, spinneret, spinning, spinning jenny, spinning wheel, spin off, spinos, spinos, spinosely, spinosity, Beric of Benedict, Spinoza, spinster, spinsterhood, spinsterish, spiny, spininess, spinny, and theater, spiracle, spiracular, spire, spiral, spirally, spire, spirits of out of spirits, the spirit, spiritless, spiritlessly, spiritless, spiritedly, spiritedness, spirit level, spiritual, spirituality, spiritually, spiritualism, spiritualistic, spiritualistically, spiritualized, spiritualization, spiritual, Spinoza, spirituous, Spiro. Spirochet, Spirochetto, Spirocatal, Spirit, Spurry, Spit, Spitter, Spitted Image, Spit on or at, Spitter, Spitball, Spite, cut off one's nose despite one's face, in spite of, spitefully, spitefulness, spitfire, Spitsbergen, spitting image, spittle, spittoon, spits dog, splash, make a splash. Splasher, splashy, splash down, splatter, splay-footed, spleen, spleenful, spleenish, spleenly, spleenfully, spleenishly, splendid, splendidly, splendidness, splendiferous, splendor, splendor, splendorous, splendorous, splenditic, splenditical, splenditically, splenic, splice, splicer, splint, splinter, splintery, split off, splitter, split infinitive, split level, split ticket, splitting, splotch, splotchy, splurge, splurgery, slutter, splutter. Whew. Spoil, spoilable. Spoilable, spoiler, spoilage, spoilsman, spoil sports, spoil system, spokane, spoke, speak, spoken, spoke shave, spokesman, spoliation, spoliative, spondiacal, sponge, throw tosser, etc. Up or in the sponge, sponge-like, sponger, spongy, sponginess, sponge bath, sponge cake, spunson, sponsor, sponsorial, sponsorship, spontaneity, spontaneous, spontaneously, spontaneousness, spontaneous combustion, spontaneous generature, no, spontaneous generation, spooky, spooish, spool, spoon bait, spoonbill, spoondrift, spoonerism, spoon feed, spoonful, spoony, spore, sporadically, sporangium, sporangial, spores, spore case, sporogonium, sporophyll, sporophyte, sporin, sport, in or for sport, make sport of, sportful, sportfully, sportfulness, sportingly, sporting chance, sportive, sportively, sportiveness, sportsman, sportsmanly, sportsmanlike, sportsmanship, sportswear, sportswoman, sporty, sportily, sportiness, sporo, spot, hit the spot, in a spot, on the spot, spotlessly, spotlessness, spottable, spotlight, spotted, spottedness, spotted fever, spotter, spottily, spottiness, spousal, spouse, spout, spouter, spoutless, sprattle, sprain, sprang, sprat, spring, sprawl, sprawler, sprawly, spray, sprayer, spray gun, spread oneself thin, spreader, spread eagle, spree, spriggy, sprightliness, springily, spring beauty, springboard, springbuck, spring chicken, springer, spaniel, spring fever, spring halt, springtide, springtime, springtide, springy, springily, springliness, springiness, sprinkle, sprinkler, sprinkling, sprinter, sprite, sail, sprocket wheel, sprout, sprucely, spruceness, sprung, spryly, spryness, spud, spew, spoomy, spoomony, spoomone, spun, spin, spunky, spunkiness, spur track, on the spur of the moment, in one spurs, spur-like, spurge, spur gear, spur wheels, spur gearing, spuriously, spuriousness, spurner, spurred, spurt, sputnik, sputterer, sputteringly, sputum, spyglass, squabby, squabble, squad car, squadron, squalidity, squalliness, squalidly, squally, squalor, squamate, squamos, squander, square, on the square away, square off, square oneself, square the circle, square up, squarely, squareness, squarish. Square up, squarely, squareness, squarish, square dance, square dancing, square deal, square knot, square measure, square rig, square rigger, square root, square sail, square shooters, square shoulders, squash rackets or squash tennis, squasher, squashingly, squashily, squashiness, squatter, squattiness, squawker, squeak, narrow or close or near, squeaker, squeakly, squeakiness, squeaky, squeal, squeamishly, squeamishness, squeegee, squeezer, squeezable, squelchable, squelcher, squelchingly, squelled, squid, squinter, squintingly, squire, squirminess, squirmy, squirrel, squirter, squish, SRO, squeak, SSE, SSR, SSW, STAS, stab, ST, stability, stabilization, stabilizer, stableness, stabler, stable boy, stack the cards or deck, stacker, stack up, stadium, staff officer, staff of light, staff sergeant, stag, stage by easy stages, stagecoach, stagecraft, stage door, stage fright, stage hand, stage struck, stage whisper, staggeringly, staging, stagnancy, stagnantly, stagnate, stagnation, staggily, stalledness, stainable, stainer, stainlessly, stainlessness, stainless steel, staircase, stairway, stake, pull up stakes, at stake, stakeholder, stakeout, stalactite, stalactitically, stalagmite, stalagmitically, staleness, stalemate, Joseph Stalingrad, stalker, stalkless, stalk-like, stalking horse, stall, feed, staller, stallion, stalwartly, stalwartness, Stanford, stamina, staminate, stammerer, stammeringly, stamper, stampede, stampeder, stamping ground, stomping ground, stance, stanch, staunch, staunchly, stanchness, stanchion, stands, make a stand, stand a chance or show, standpoint, stand for, stand in, stand off, stand on, stand one's ground, stand to, stand up for, standard, standard bearer, standard candle, standard gauge, standardize, standardization, standardizer, standard of living, standard time, standby, standee, stand-in, standing, standing armor, standing room, Captain Miles Standish, standoff, standoffish, standoffishly, standoffishness, stand pat, stand patter, stand pipe, standpoint, stand still, stand up, stand hope, Konstantin Stanislavski, stank, stink, stanate, Stanek, Stannis, Stanham, Edwin McMaster, Stanton, Edwin McMaster, Stanton, Stanza, Stanzaically, Stapes, Staphylococcus, Staphylocockic, Stapler, Staple, Starlet, Starlight, Starboard, Starlike, starboard, starch, starchable, starchless, starched, star chamber, starchy, starchiness, stardom, stare down, stare one in the face, starve, stare, staringly, starfish, stargaze, stargazer, starkly, starkness, stark naked, starlit, starlight, starlit, starling, star of Bethlehem, star of David, stared, starry, starily, stariness, stars and bars, stars and stripes, stars, star spangled banner, start in, start out, start up, starter, startle, startler, startling, lead, starve, starvation, starve for, starveling, stash, state, lion, state, the states, stateable, statehood, stateless, statecraft, statedly, statehouse, stately, stateliness, statement, Staten Island, stateroom, state's evidence, turn state's evidence, stateside, statesman, statesmanlike, statesmanly, statesmanship, stateswomanship, stateswoman, state socialism, states' rights, statewide, static, statical, statically, statics, station, station agent, station master, stationary engineer, stationary, station wagon, statism, statistically, statistics, statistician, statistics, statistics, perspective, defected, statistics, lovely, statistics, statuary, statuesquely, statues, sequence, statute, sequenus, statute, stature, status quo, status and quo, statute law, statute of limitations, statutory, Saint Augustine, staunchly, staunchness, stave in, stave off, staff, stay, stayer, staying power, stay sail, St. Clair Shores, St. Clair Shores, St. Croix, STE, stand one and good, steadfast, steadfastly, steadfastness, steadfast, steady, go steady, steadily, steadiness, stake, steel, stiller, stealth, stealthiness, stealthy, stem, let her blow off steam, steamboat, steam engine, steamer, steam fitter, steam fitting, steam heat, steamroller, steamship, steam shovel, steam table, steamy, steamily, steaminess, steep sin, stearic acid, steering, steatite, statitic, or steatic, steadfast, pause, steadfastly, steadfastness, steed, steel, steeliness, Stilliness, Stilly, Steel Blue, Sir Richard, Steel, Sir Gray, Steel Gray, Steel Mill, Steel Works, Steel Wool, Steel Workers, Steel Yard, Steinbach, Steep, Steeply, Steepness, Steepen, Steeper, Steeple, Steepled, Steeple Chasers, Steeple Jacks, Steer clear of, Steer clearable, Steerage away, Steersman, Stein, Gertrude Stein, in or out of, Step, Steinbach, Charles Steinmetz, Charles Steinmetz, Stellar, Stellate, Stellated, Stellately, St. Elmo's Fire, St. Elmo's Light, Stem, from stem to stern, Stemless, Stemmer, Stem winding, Stem winding, Stem winder, Stem winder, Stench, Stencil, Stenciler, Stencil, Steno, Stenographer, Stenography, Stenographically, Stenotype, Stenotypy, Stenotypist, Stentor, Stentorian, Stentorianly, Step, break step, steps, keep step, step by step, step down, step in, step on it, step out, step up, take steps, watch one step, step brother, step child, step daughter, step down, step father, step in, step ladder, step mother, step parent, stepper, staring stones, step sister, step son, stepped, step up, stir, steer, stereo, stereophonic, stereopticon, stereoscope, stereoscopical, stereoscopically, stereoscopy, stereotype, stereotyper, stereotypist, stereotyped, stereotypy, sterile, sterility, sterility, sterilize, sterilization, sterilizer, sterling, stern, sternly, sternness, Lawrence Stern, sternmost, stern post, sternum, sternal, sternutation, sternutatory, sternutative, sternward, sternway, sternwheeler, steroid, sterile, stertorously, stertorousness, stethoscope, stethoscopically, stethoscopy, Stettin, Baron Frederick William, von Steuben, Stevedore, Robert Louis Stevenson, stewing one's own juice, stewardship, stupid, St. Helena, stibium, stibial, stick around, stick by, stick up for the sticks, stick like sticker, sticking plaster, stickler, stickleback, stick pin, stick to it, obvious, stick up, sticky, stickily, stickiness, stiffish, stiffly, stiffness, stiffen, stiff-necked, stiffle, stifler, stifling, stiflingly, stigma, stigmatic, stigmatical, stigmatize, stigmatization, stigmatizer, style, stiletto, stiller, stillness, stillborn, stillbirth, still life, stillson, still wrench, stilly, stiltedly, stiltedness, stimulant, stimulator, stimulation, stimulative, stimulus, stimmy, sting, stinger, stingingly, stingingless, stingy, stingray, stingy, stingily, stinginess, stink out, stinker, stinking, stinkingly, stink bomb, stink bug, stink weed, stinter, stintingly, stintless, stipendiary, stipple, stippling, stippler, stipulate, stipulator, stipulatory, stipulation, stipular, stipulate, stipulated, stir about, stirringly, stir up bone, stitch, stitcher, stitching, stiver, St. John, St. Joseph, St. Lawrence, Seaway, St. Louis, St. Moritz, stock, in or out of stocks, take stock in, stockade, stock brokerage, stock broking, stock car, stock company, stock exchange, stock farm, stock fish, stockholder, stock home, stockinette, stocking, in one stocking feet, stockman, stock market, stockpile, stock raising, stock room, stock still, Stockton, stocky, stockiness, stockyard, stodgy, stodgily, stodginess, stoic, stoical, stoically, stoicalness, stoicism, stokehold, stoker, steal, stolen, stolid, stolidity, stolidness, stolidly, stomatal, stomacher, stomachical, stomatos, stomy. Stone, cast the first stone, leave no stone unturned, stone age, stone blind, stone broke, stony broke, stone crop, stone cutter, stone cutting, stone deaf, stone hinge, stone mason, stone masonry, stone's throw, stone wearer, stone worker. Stony, stonily, stoniness, stand, stool, pigeon, stupor, stop, put a stop to, um, stop off, stop over, stoppable, stop cock, pause, stop gap, stop over, stoppage, stopper, stopple, stop street, stopwatch, storage, battery, store, in store, set, store by, storable, storefront, storehouse, storekeeper, storeroom, stork, stormer, storm-bound, storm cellar, storm door or window, stormtrooper, stormily, storminess, stormily, storminess, stort thing, storyteller, storytelling, stoutly, stoutness, stoutheartedness, stovepipe, hat, stowaway, stowage, stowaway, Harriet Beecher Stowe. St. Igor, St. Petersburg, Strabismical, Stradling, Antonio Stradivar, Stradivorus, Strafe, Straptor, Straggler, Straggly, straight away or off, straightness, straight angle, straight away, straight edge, straightener, straight face, straightforwards, straightforwardly, straightforwardness, straight man, straight out, straight way, strain at, strainer, straightly, straightness, straighten, straight jacket, straight lace, straight settlement, strangely, strangeness, stranger, strangle hose, strangulation, strapless, strap like, strapper. Strap hanger, strapping, Strasbourg, stratum, strata, stratagem, strategical, strategically, strategist, strategics, Stratford upon Avon, Stratford on Avon, stratify, stratification, stratocumulus, stratosphere, stratospheric, stratum, stratus, Johann Strauss, Richard Strauss, Igor Stravinsky, Federich, straw, catch or clutch, grasp at a straw, strawberry, straw, ball, straw colors, straw, flower, straw, vote, strayer, streak, like a streak, streakiness, streamer, streamlet, streamlined, stream of, consciousness, streamy, streetcar, street urchin, Arab, street walker, strength, on the strength of, strengthless, grass, strengthen, strenuous, strawberry blonde. That's what I forgot to say. Strengthener, strawberry mark. Okay. Strenuousness, strenuosity, streptococcal, streptococcic, streptomycin, stretchable, stretcher, stretch out, stretchiness, striation, striated, stricken, strictly, strictness, stricture, stride, hit one stride, take one in one stride, strider, stridency, stridently, stridulate, stridulation, strike, on a strike, out on strike. Strike camp, strike dumb, strike home, strike it, strike it rich, strike off, strike out, strike up, strike bearer, breaking, striker, striking, strikingly, strikingness, August Strindberg, string on a string, pull strings, string up, stringless, string like, string bean, string chord, string, stringent, stringency, stringentness, stringently, stringer, string halt. String piece, string quartet, string tie, stringy, stringiness, stripper, strips, landing, strip, stripe, stripling, stripe, mining, strip tease, strip teaser, stripey, striper, strobe light, stroboscopical, stroke, keep stroke, stroker, stroller, strongly, strong arm. Strong box, strong drink, strong hold, strong mindedness, strong milled, strontium, stronic, stropper, strophy, strophical, structurally, structural steel, structure, struggle, struggler, strugglingly, strummer, strumpet, strung, string, strutter, struttingly, sturchnin, St. Thomas, Stewart, stubbled, stubbly, stubborn, stubbornly, stubbornness, stubbiness, stucco work, stuck up, sticks, at stud book, studying, sales, studentship, stud horse, studiedly, studiedness, studio couch, studiousness, stud poker, study stuffer, stuff shirt, stuffing, stuffily, stuffiness, stuffification, stultifier, stumbler, stumbling block, stumper, stumless, stumlike, stumpiness, stung, sting, stunk, stunner, stunningly, stunsel, stunsel, stunter, stuntman, stupefaction, stupefier, stupendously, stupendousness, stupidity, stupidly, stupor, stuporous, sturdily, sturdiness, sturgeon, sturmatelung, stutterer, stutteringly, Stuttgart, Peter Stuyvesant, Saint Vitus dance, STYE, Stygian styles, Stygian, stylist, style book, stylishly, stylishness, stylistically, stylization, stylizer, wow. Stylus, stymie, styptical, stypticity, styrene, um, sticks, suasively, suasiveness, suavely, suavity, suaveness, subacidity, subaltern, subantarctic, subatom, subatomic, subasement, sublinical, subcommittee, subconscious, subconsciously, subconsciousness, subcontractor, subcutaneously, subdeb, subdivide, subdivision, subdominant, subduable, subduingly, subgum, subhead, subheading, subhuman, subindex, subjacency, subjection, subjectively, subjectiveness, subjectivity, subjoinder, subjugation, subjugator, subjunctively, sublease, sublet, sublieutenant, sublimate, sublimation, sublimely, sublimeness, subliminally, sublimity, submachine guns, submarginally, submarine, submaxillary, submergibility, submersible, submersion, submission, submissively, submissiveness, submitter, subnormal, subnormality, subnormally, subordinate, subordinately, subordinateness, subordinate clause, subordination, subordinative, suborn, subordination, subordinative, suborner, subplot, subpoena, 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 subrogate, subrogation, sub rosa, subscriber, subscription, subscriptive, subsection, um, subsequent, subsequent, subsequent to, subsequency, subsequentness, subsequently, subserve, subservient, 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 subserviency, subserviently, subside, subsidence, subsidiary, subsidiary company, subsidiarily, subsidize, subsidization, subsidizer, subsidist, subsidy, subsistence, subsistent, subsoil, substance, and substance, substandard, substantial, substantiality, substantially, substantially, substantiate, substantiation, substantiative, substantiator, substantive, substantival, substantively, substantively, substation, substitute, substitution, substitutional, substitutionary, subtract, substratum, substructure, substruction, substructural, subtenant, subtenancy, subtend, subterranean, subterraneous, subtile, subtileness, subtility, subtilize, subtilization, subtitle, subtleness, subtly, subteatry, subtonic, subtract, subtractor, subtractive, subtractions, subtrahend, subtreasury, subtropical, subtropic, subtropic, suburbs, the suburbs, suburban, suburbanite, suburbia, subvention, subversionary, subversively, subversiveness, subverter, subvertible, subway, succeed, succeeder, success, successfully, successfulness, succession, in succession, successionally, successively, successiveness, successorship, succinctly, succinctness, successorable, successor, succotash, succor, succour, succubus, succulent, succulency, succulent, succulently, succumb, such as, and such like, sucker, suck in, suckle, suckler, suckling, sucker, sucrose, suction, suction pump, suctorial, Sudanese, sudden, all of a sudden, suddenly, suddenness, Sudetan land, sudorific, sudsy, sued, cloth, suety, Suez, Isthmus of Suez, Suez Canal, suffer, sufferable, sufferably, sufferance, on sufferance, sufferingly, sufficingly, suffice, sufficiency, sufficient, sufficiently, suffixal, suffixiant, suffocate, suffocatingly, suffocation, suffocative, suffragant, suffraganship, suffragitism, suffragist, suffusively, suffusively, sugar, sugarless, sugar beet, sugar cane, sugar coat, sugar cure, sugar loaf, sugar plum, sugary, sugariness, suggester. Whoa. Suggestible, suggestibly, suggestion. Suggestively, suggestiveness, suicidal, suicidally, generous, suit, bring suit, follow suit oneself, suitable, suitability, suitableness, suitably, suitcase, suiting, suitor, sukiyaki, sukoth, Suleiman. That's crazy how it caught up to me. Sulfa, diazine, sulfa guanidine, sulfa anilamide, sulfa pyridine, sulfate, sulfathiazole, sulfite, sulfonamide, sulfurate, sulfur dioxide, sulfurous, sulfuric, sulfuric acid, sulfurization, sulfurous acid, sulfury, sulky, sulkiness, sullenness, Sir Arthur Seymour, Sullivan, sullier, sulfur bottom, sulphurous, sultanate, sultanship, sultriness, salute, archipelago, some two, some up, sumac, sumatran, summa cum laude, summarization, summarizer, summariness, summutation, summary, summerly, summer house, somersault, Somerset, summer sausage, summer solstice, saltice or saltice, summer squash, summertime, summit, summoner, summon, bonum, sumpter, sumptuousness, sun, from sun to sun, place in the sun, under the sun, sunbathe, sunbather, sunbeam, sunbonnet, sunburn, sunburst, suncourse, Sunday best, Sunday school, sundeck, sunderance, sundeal, sundog, sundown, sundry, sunfish, sunflower, sing song, sunglasses, sunken, sunnis, sunlamp, sunlessly, sunlessness, sunlight, sunlit, sunny on the sunny side of, sunnily, sunniness, sun pair, sunroom, sunrise, sunset, sunshade, sunshine, sunshiny, sunspot, sunstroke, sunstruck, suntan, sunup, sun valley, sunward, sun yutson, separable, separability, superabundantly, superannuation, superannuated, superbly, supercargo, supercharger, superciliousness, superdreadnought, superego, supereminent, supereminently, supererogate, supererogation, supererogatory, superficial, superficiality, superficialness, superficially, superfine, superfluously, superfluousness, superheat, superheater, superheterodyne, superhighway, superhumanist, superhuman, superimpose, superimposition, superinduce, superinduction, superintendency, superior to, superiority, superiorly, superlatively, superlativeness, superman, supermarket, supernally, supernatural, the supernatural, supernaturally, supernaturalism, supernaturalistic, supernumerary, superpose, superposable, superposition, supersaturate, supersaturation, superscript, supersede, superseder, supersedence, supersensitively, supersensitiveness, supersonics, superstition, superstitiously, superstitiousness, superstructure, supertax, supervenient, supervenience, supervise, supervision, supervisor, supervisorship, supervisory, supinely, supineness. Man, bro. Supperless, supplantation, supplementation, supplementer, supplementary, supplemental, supplementarily, suppliantly, supplicantly, supplication, supplicator, supplier, supportability, supportably, supporter, supposable, supposer, supposedly, suppositionally, suppository, suppressive, suppression, superation, superative, suprarenal, supremacy. Dang. Supremacy, supremely, supremeness, supreme being, supreme court, supreme sacrifice, surabaya, suracy, surcharge, sir kingle, sir oat, surcharge, single, surge, sir, sure, for sure, make sure, sure enough to be sure, sureness, sure-footed, sure-footedness, surely, shorty, shorty ship, surf, surf, fee, surface, 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 surfboard, surf boat, surf boatman, surf fate, surfing, surge, surgy, surgeon, surgency, surgery, surgical, surgically, surnum, surly, surlily, surliness, surmise, surmister, surmountable, surmounter, surname, surpass, surpassable, surpasser, surpassingly, surplice. Surplice, surplus, surplusage, tension, surprise, take by surprise, surprisal, surprisely, surpriser, surprisingly, surprisingly, surprisingness, surrealism, surrealistic, surrealistically, surrender, surreptitious, surreptitiously, surreptitiousness, surrogate, surrounder, surrounding, surtax, surtaxable, surtout, surveillant, surveyable, surveying, surveyor, surveyorship, surveyor's measure, survival of the fittest, survive, surviving, survivor, susceptibility, susceptible of, susceptible to, susceptibleness, susceptibly, suspector, suspendable, suspender, suspense, suspension, suspension, bridge, suspensively, suspensiveness, suspensory, suspicious, suspicion, above suspicion, on suspicion, under suspicion, suspicious, suspensor, suspiciously, suspiciousness, sequahana, sustainable, sustainly, sustainer, sustainment program, sustenance, sutler, suddyism, suture, sutral, Suwani, Syrian, Syrianti, Sail, Swabber, Swaddle, Swaddler, Swaddling clothes, Swaddling bands or clouts, Swank, swag, swage, swagger, swaggery, swaggeringly, swagger stick, Swahilian, swain, swallow like swallowtail, swallowtail coat, swim, swami, swamp, swampland, swampish, swampy, swampy, swamp fever, swan song, swan like, swan dive, swanny, swing, swank, swanky, swankily, swankiness, swangs down, swain, song, swap, sward, swarty, swear, swarmer, swartness, swarthy, swarthiness, swasher, swashbuckler, swashbuckling, swashbucklering, swastika, swatter, swat, cut a wide swat, swayable, swayer, swayback, swayed, swear by, swear in, swear off, swear out, swearward, sweat blood, sweat something, sweat band, sweater, sweat gland, sweatshirt, sweatshop, sweaty, sweatily, sweatiness, Sweden, Emmanuel, Swedenborgians, Swedenborganism, the Swedish, sweeper, sweepiness, sweepstakes, be sweet on, Swedishness, sweetness, sweet asylum, sweet bread, sweet briar, sweet clover, sweet corn, sweetener, sweetening, sweet flag, sweet gum, sweetheart, sweet meat, sweet pea, sweet pepper, sweet potato, sweet temper, sweet tooth, sweet William, swelled head, swellingly, sweltering, swelteringly, swept, sweep, swerver, swiftly, swiftness, Jonathan Swift, SWLG, swigger, swill, swim in the swimmer, swimming hole, swimmingly, swimming pool, Algernon Charles, Swinburne, swindler, swinehorde, swing, in full swing, swinger, swingingly, swingle, tree, swing, shift, swinishness, swiper, swirl, swirly, Swiss chord, Swiss cheese, Swiss steak, switch. Switcher, switchbook, switchboard, switchman, switchyard, Switzer, Switzerland, swivel like, swivel chair, swivel gun, swab, swollen, swell, swoon, swooper, swap, swapper, sword, at sword's point, crosswords, put to the sword, swordfish, swordgrass, sword knot, swordplay, sword player, swordsman, swordsmanship, swore, swear, sworn, swat, swounds, zounds, swum, swim, swum, swung, swing, cyberite, cyberitical, cybeриtically, sycamore, sycophancy, sycophanic, sycophanical, sycophanically, Sydney, seal, SYL, syllabary, syllabic, syllabically, syllabicate, syllabication, syllabify, syllabification, syllabification, syllable, syllabus, syllogism, syllogistic, syllogistically, sylph-like, Sylvan, sim, sym, sin, symbiosis, symbiotic, symbiotical, symbiotically, symbol, symbolic, symbolical, symbolically, symbolism, symbolist, symbolistic, symbolistically, symbolize, symbolization, symbolizer, symmetry, symmetrically, sympathetically, sympathizer, sympathizingly, sympathy, or sympathetic, strike, symphony, symphony, orchestra, symphonically, symptomatically, synagogue, synagogal, synapse, synaptic, syncarpus, synchromish, synchronism, synchronistic, synchronized, synchronization, synchronizer, synchronously, synchronal, synchronously, synchronousness, syncline, synclinical, syncopate, syncopator, syncopation, syncope, syncretize, syncretism, syndical, syndicalism, syndicalist, syndicalistic, syndicate, syndication, syndicator, syndrome, synecdoche, synergism, John Minton, singe, synodical, synodically, synonym, synonymical, synonymous, synonymously, synonymy, synopsis, synoptic, synoptically, my fault. Synodically, synonym, synonymical, synonymously, synonymy, synopsis, synoptic, synoptically, synovia, synovial, syntactical, syntactic, syntactically, syntax, synthesis, synthesize, synthesizer, synthetically, syphilis, syphilitic, siphon, syr, Syracuse, Syria, Syriac, Syrian, syringe, syringa, syrinx, syrup-like, syrup, syrupy, system, systemless, systematical, systematically, systematically, systemically, systemize, systemization, systemizer, systematization, systematizer, systolic. Those are the S bars. We finish. Let's get it. Thank you for watching. Subscribe. Just read the whole dictionary. Thank y'all for watching. Subscribe. Let's get it.